A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a stunning turn of events, Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has announced her resignation from Congress, effective January 5, 2026. This decision comes in the wake of a significant fallout with former President Donald Trump, who recently withdrew his endorsement of Greene, labeling her as wacky and a traitor. Greene, a staunch supporter of Trump and a divisive figure in her own right, shared her decision in an emotional 11-minute video on social media, expressing her unwillingness to endure what she described as a hurtful and hateful primary instigated by the president. Greene's announcement marks a dramatic shift in her political trajectory, especially considering her role as one of Trump's most vocal supporters since her election in 2020 to represent Georgia's 14th congressional district. In her resignation statement, Greene did not hold back her criticism of both Trump and the Republican establishment, stating, "I fought harder than almost any other elected Republican to elect Donald Trump and Republicans to power, spending millions of my own money and missing precious time with my family." Greene's relationship with Trump soured after she called for the release of government files related to Jeffrey Epstein, a move that reportedly did not sit well with the former president. The rift deepened as Greene became increasingly vocal about her disagreements with Trump's foreign policy and the refusal of Republican leaders to extend healthcare tax credits. She lamented the lack of loyalty within the party, asserting that loyalty should be a two-way street. Greene's resignation follows a series of personal and political conflicts, culminating in Trump's public dismissal of her, which she characterized as a betrayal. In a post on Truth Social, Trump claimed Greene's decision was driven by her fear of losing a primary challenge to a candidate he would endorse. He remarked, "For some reason, primarily that I refused to return her never-ending barrage of phone calls, Marjorie went bad." Greene's departure from Congress raises questions about her future in politics, especially as her name has been floated as a potential presidential candidate. However, she refrained from outlining her next steps, focusing instead on her desire to return to her family. Greene, who has long been a polarizing figure, has faced scrutiny for her past statements, including support for conspiracy theories and controversial remarks regarding tragic events. In a recent CNN appearance, she expressed regret for her previous comments, stating, "I would like to say, humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics. It's very bad for our country." This apology came after the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, which she cited as a turning point in her perspective on political discourse. The fallout between Greene and Trump highlights a broader schism within the Republican Party, as the former president continues to exert influence over party dynamics, while also pushing out those who do not align with his vision. Greene's resignation could signal a shift in the political landscape as she steps away from a party that she feels has turned its back on her and her supporters. As Greene prepares to leave Congress, she emphasizes her commitment to her principles and the need for authenticity in politics. "If I can be cast aside by MAGA and replaced by neocons and the elite donor class, then so can ordinary voters," she warned, reflecting on the disconnect she perceives between party leadership and the constituents they are meant to serve. Greene's departure is not just a personal loss, but a potential signal of changing tides within the Republican Party as it grapples with its identity and future direction in a post-Trump era. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.